for you.
You know I can't get out of my head.
I know. No, listen.
It just doesn't stop.
It's okay. Give me a hug. It's okay. I know what you're going through. We've been there before.
No, it still doesn't stop now. And I'm already going back to
the
negative.
But the more you're talking about yourself, it gets harder. You're digging in, and it's making you put a magnifying glass on what's already difficult as it is.
All I want is to be happy and feel like me, and I don't feel like me ever.
All of those surgeries, all of those hormones, and he never feels like himself, ever. That is, unless he's giving a speech about how great transition is in front of a crowd. And then it's exactly what he needed, and he finally feels like himself.
This is Jazz. They're still making TV shows about Jazz Jennings. Now it's about the massive weight gain and the binge eating. What you have here, this child is screaming for help. Mom is saying, stop talking about it because it's making you trip even harder. That's basically what she's like, you keep talking about it, you're going to keep thinking about it. Like, just stop. You can't just tell that person to just stop. He's saying he doesn't feel like himself, and he won't, okay? Mom is trying to gaslight and basically saying, like, basically by saying stop talking about it is put it under the rug. Okay, very unsafe place for all those feelings to go, but hey, whatever, right? We need to get this money, put that shit under the rug, right? Okay, now this child says that their mind is cluttered and they're spiraling into negativity. These are broad terms. These are broad accepted terms. What the child wants to say is, I made a mistake. Yeah, Jazz has had the surgery. Jazz, I mean, that was like a couple years ago, okay? And Jazz, in my opinion, seems to be going through what happens to apparently a lot of these people when they have that ultimate surgery, okay? I've seen a documentary where one person was like, the minute I did it and I woke up and realized it was done, I basically like went crazy, like immediately, I'm suicidal constantly, like that kind of thing. All right, to even talk about the surgery, you're cutting off a very important part of your body, okay? You're just cutting it off. It's part of you. It's a part of you. It's never done anything to you. It's a part of you, okay? And then you're reconstructing and doing a bunch of sewing and putting back together. And there's like clips where they're in this person's, like, because Jazz had to have like, I think 3 or 4 surgeries because the wound kept dehiscing, because that's what it is. It's anastomosis. They're trying to like put parts of the body together, but why it would keep dehiscing? Of course, the body knows it's like it's not just gonna just connect. It's trying to reform itself. Like something happened here. All right. And then the other part is now you have to insert something inside of you every day to keep it open. And there are a lot of people who it's closed up. They can't get anything inside of them anymore because it closed up. Yeah, that because this isn't natural. It will close up. A natural one doesn't close up. We have to think about after you slash all that off and you just get rid of all the testicles, and that's a lot of hormones. Like the lady said, like now he's on hormones, but it's natural homeostasis. So you probably put this child in a really bad chemical imbalance. It's a part of you. Now it's gone. And the homeostasis is not happening because you're taking a lot of enzymes away. Even when you were like puberty blocking, it was still something there. Like, so that's already going to have you at a chemical imbalance that's not good. And then the psychological thought of like, oh my God, I really did that. And guess what? My dysphoria is not cured because maybe it wasn't gender dysphoria. Maybe it was that you just wanted acceptance. Maybe you realize how mommy reacted to you when she put the dresses on and you smiled. And so you kept on and you kept going. Children are very resilient for a long time until they're not. Okay. Maybe that's what it was, you know? And then you had a show. Come on, you had to forget it now. Once you got on Barbara Walters and everything, and this lady's Munchausen by proxy is definitely being rewarded with the ratings, money, trips, everything, books. And so she tells her, whoa, stop talking about it, bro. Like, what are you doing, man? You're about to mess everything up. This is sad. This is a crime to humanity. This is a crime to God. Like, this is just a crime. Like, this is terrible. We are supposed to protect kids. And so for the people too who say, why do you care? It's not that serious. And isn't your child? Guess what, man? I keep trying to tell y'all the legislation is being written to not only protect us, but to move in on you who want to just live and let live, right? That's long gone. You have to watch a Disaffected podcast. He talks about it in Vermont. They had these stickers they were putting out, like a simple sticker campaign that was simply saying, you're not born in the wrong body. And oh my gosh, they have legislating saying that they've legislated some bill or something to say basically that this is a hate crime. Your taxes will pay for this. This is in Philly. There's been so much legislation written about this that I'm finally looking up. And we are behind the 8 ball. This was being done in 2019. Pay attention. Okay. And this is what I mean when people say, oh, you just go off. Let's bring some balance. Balance to what? There is no balance. That live and let live was going a long time ago. Number 2, when people would say like, it's not your child, why do you care? So I guess we're just cool with child abuse as long as it's inside a person's roof, under a person's. Why do we even have CPS then? Right? Kids that are getting beat all day long and all, when they take them out the house, why are we doing that? It's not my kid. Why should I care, right? How far does this go?